yes.
It's at 5, so I don't know what time
There we go. Oh, good. It's a shoe. It's a shoe. Yes, I'm digging through some auction boxes. Oh, it's a goat. It's a goat. Look at Chris will come help me dig. Oh, it's a little bitty. Oh, little bitty. Probably Saki. Oh, the little boxes. Even more little boxes. Oh, little tchotchkes. I'm gonna let Chris dig. He's so kind. He's so kind. Oh, oh.
that one's broken.
Oh, I was gonna say that one's a piece in parts.
That's the lid.
Yeah, probably the lid.
Just a lot of plates.
Yep, a lot of collector plates. Oh,
Band-aids.
there you go. There we go. We got some tins. Redemption, dartboard game maybe. These are more willow than, I don't know what that brand is. Can you flip it so I can see the back? Nope, no marks.
No, but you paid $10 for it back in the day.
Hey, there you go. I can't read.
It's got the
Made in England.
oops.
Okay. Not sure about the pattern though. I don't know. Birds.
That one with the unicorn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a $65 plate.
Huh? Back in the day, it was. Those are chipped up. Oh, look at this. The bunny plate. Oh, little children's set.
Tea set.
Little children's tea set. Oh, here's a little newer 1970s ironstone.
Crayons.
I think they're pastels.
Yeah, drawing stuff.
Drawing stuff.
More plates.
More plates. The Roseville crockery. Probably empty. Maybe not empty. Oh. Ziplocs. No, I gave you credit. Tomato. What's the other? That one's little. What's the other? Does the other side look good though? Oh, well, there you go. Greenhouse tomato for your tomato pin cushion collections. You're just looking. You just bring boxes out and mixers. Another tomato.
Sewing machines, do you think?
No, I think they're suitcases, like luggage. Some little brass milk crates. Yeah, that might be a little rough.
That's wet.
Yeah, that wetness isn't good on cardboard. Some pickin' baskets. Little enameled hats.
Actual hats in the hat basket.
Oh,
look at that one.
Oh, you wore hats every Sunday to church. Oh, shooty. You guessing some more hats? Yep. Yeah. The Sunday hats. Baby wash tub that's been painted and painted and painted. Is that a enamel refrigerator box? Looks like it. No, you don't have to get so dirty. Oh, oh yeah. Don't see that shape very often.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing's even living in it.
Hey.
That's a bonus.
That is a bonus.
Look at that grandma cord.
Just match it. Just match it up. Okay, not the kitchen. Not for sale. Jewelry box. Back up. Firm rollers. Oh, yeah. It's a nice piece. Look at the ring. Oh, the ram's not for sale. So I think it is a light.
Do you know where the box panel is?
There's one right there.
Oh, yeah. I think
it's not plugged in though.
It's the base to a fairy light. So I just wasn't feeling the auction. It was one of those times where the auctioneer, goes into the house, they picture what the seller thinks they're going to be auctioning off, and then you get there and you're looking through stuff and you're looking for your vibe, and then you see all this, like the family members doing not for sale, not for sale, not for sale. It's like, oh my gosh. So like some of the things that you saw in pictures are not going to be for sale. And then, so the items that we did see, we were like, like fellow pickers are there that will be picking the same stuff. So for the items that we wanted and the items that they probably wanted, that's just going to raise the price on them. And it was going to be like 90 degrees that day. And sometimes I don't talk about my health often, but sometimes I do. I'm like, I'm not doing it today. If, I will tough it out if there, a bread plate, maybe for a tomato. And there probably was something wonderful in the boxes. Just sometimes you're just not feeling it. You show up to an auction and that's how it goes. I think that's only the third time that we've ever had that situation happen, and it does happen, y'all. It's just how it goes. So we ended up going to Blissfield and to Tecumseh, though it was Saturdays. So Saturdays at an antique mall, y'all know, are your good days. They are your days where people are in. And then I just kind of got out of the filming mode. I did a little social media and the music was really loud, or anyway, y'all, I didn't film a lot. Blissfield was wonderful. We probably spent our most in 2 stores. I'm like, oh, we don't usually, we're going through Blissfield on the way back from something and they're closing, so we don't make it as often as we'd like because it's not close. And then to come see, I stopped at Marion's booth. I showed that on my social media where she has all that yummy ironstone. I'd have to find something for me to be as a collector. The prices are up there now for me not to be able to buy to auction it off for you all. Hey, you know what? We all pick something differently. I think she's buying from England now. But I do love to go look at her yummies. If you want some yummies and you're local and you don't want to wait for shipping, that's the place to go. Yeah. But yeah, so we did the Tecumsehs, and then there's 2 downtown, and then there was 1 outside of town. If you're local, they were wonderful. They were all wonderful. Chris and I got ourselves birthday presents. You'll see that our birthdays are 3 days apart. A year and 3 days apart. So for 3 days, I'm the same age as him. He's supposed to be my older man. So that was kind of, it's not what you do as adults. You're like, hey, my birthday gift is here. Let's change it. But I wanted to share the yummies. There were so many yummies, and it is a lot of green, y'all. It's a lot of green. Oh, we stopped in Brooklyn too. I almost forgot, because on your way from Blissfield because we were in the auction for Tecumseh, so Tecumseh wasn't open yet, so we drove to Blissfield and then Tecumseh and then Brooklyn. So we actually did 2, 5, 6, 7 antique stores. So yeah. Anyway, y'all. So beautiful primitive spoons. This one's probably my favorite because look at the green. I don't know why there's green. They scooped some green paint at one time. Makes it even yummier to me. Some people would see this as an imperfections, the character marks. I see it as character and charm and the story that it tells. Very yummy. Look at that. Oh, how many cake batters have you stirred? Probably bread, but you know, we're going for cake batters. You know, once you know where to look, like in somebody's big bin of silverware, tomato spoons, you just kind of find them. They're awesome. I've never seen. I wasn't sure on this shape because usually they have a lot more holes. So it's still, but when you're doing a grouping, that's awesome to have something that's a little bit on the different side. I found some green handled cookie cutters. Always good to pick them up. A bag full of vintage bingo numbers. I think the gentleman, we were like, how many bingo numbers are in a set? And I think he said 75. But I don't know. So like you see B3, how cool and clear are these? Oh, so I was glad somebody just didn't throw them out. I haven't counted them. I haven't, you know, like, is there all that there? I don't know. A beautiful, look at that aged patina on this metal Ben clock. It is a big Ben. Ring light needs to get out. But beautiful Ben. I don't test them because once I get them working, they don't shut up. And then all of a sudden, you got it going off. That's how that works. Then I kept finding the salt glazed animals. So there was a kitty cat through our trips, and then a cow. And if you collect Crocs, primitives, they're, you know, or you're just an animal lover like me, they're great to add in. So there's another little cow, and then the rooster, chicken rooster. And we even got a Santa Claus. Yes, Tater's doing his morning. That's our back deck area, and with the water feature and the ferns, the birds, and then we have the, I don't know what they call them, French lights, the string lights that go back and forth. We get tons of birds, so it's his jam. Since we moved the pavilion, closed that up so the birds couldn't be there. He was trying to get to, so I just moved. They're your family members. So I open the door in the morning and move his little cat tree there so he can see out in the world because he loves it. As you can see. Oh, did you see my social media? Yeah, these were from Blissfield. And I know Primitive by Kathy, she makes a reproduction of these too. So there was actually 2 of them, but I have other pieces. Oh my gosh. Enamel green cream salt with the wooden lid still. And not really a ton of damage. Oh, I think that probably one of my best scores of the day was this. It's absolutely beautiful. Though I went down the road to Brooklyn and here's this one and somebody called it ceramic. I'm like, that is ironstone all day long. I'll take that. Thank you so much. We got a little bit of craziness and toastiness, but yeah, this is ironstone. This isn't ceramic. That's why you go, because not everybody, you know, like Google Lens can steer you wrong a lot. Or even eBay, sometimes I would take a picture of stuff and I'm like, that's not even close to what that is. So, you know, just one of those things. So another one of the vintage green. Oh my gosh, crisp all day of the year. I picked up 2 and I ended up keeping the 2 at the moment for myself. That had the handles, and then they had the beautiful, like, I've had the littler versions, like the flour, the sugar, like this, and then this one is a big one. Now, it's usually paint on glass. I don't know if this is milk. This is not milk glass. Sometimes they're milk glass. But I mean, that's a lot of paint still on there. It's one of those you just dust off very lightly, and it didn't get the kitchen grease to pull it off. A gentleman had 2 bags of spools. He didn't want to price individually. He was actually working behind the counter. He owned the antique store. He's like, I'm glad you grabbed it. I'm like, oh, those are such great bowl fillers. They're not ones that would like stand up. So we'll see how those go. And then a couple, not even from the same, that's not even from the same booth. This is a different story altogether. I love the thought that you could hang these, and then you could fill them up with some kind of yummies. So, and of course, green's my jam. Green's my jam. Let's finish up with green. Then there was this beautiful tea. This has blue writing on it. And then this one's for myself because he almost matches my flour tin. And it's coffee, but look at how that opens. Amazing. It doesn't matter. I'm not putting anything in it. I don't know why I need to open it. Yeah, the green is amazing, the graphics, but I do have, it's not an exact match, but I have the flour bin, so that's how that goes. And then the ever sought after toasty bluebird with the little pinkish red belly bowl. Yes, it is cracked. That's just, they're old. They were delicate. Who made them? There's some type of they say China on it. I don't know the history. All I know is people are looking for them. I got my hands on some that weren't toasty. So I don't know how those, if I've sold those on Whatnot by the time you see this or not, or yeah, but it's the toastiness that they're looking for. I know even with the damage. Pretty cool piece. I found a stack of ironstone bone dishes. Great accent pieces. And like I told, every time we left the antique store, I'm like, I wouldn't have got that at today's auction. I wouldn't have got that at today's auction. That wasn't at today's auction. So, it's just those God wink moments. You're out and about. You're ready for the day. You were in the shopping mode. And you're like, you know what? Chris is like, well, I really want to come home and mow the lawn. And I'm like, well, the lawn will be there. That lawn will be there. So he did. He took me to all those antique stores. Like, you're going to spend all day at an auction anyway. The lawn is what the lawn is. He likes his lawn. So milk glass salt and pepper shakers with the green yumminess. I know, I tell ya, I don't know if it's because my eyes are green or what, but I definitely see green all the time. But we switch over to some little Flow Blue butter pats. There's a whole story of how this was like an imperfection. The Flow Blue was an imperfection, is my what I had looked up, that they were just going to trash it and throw it in, because the blue bled into the white, and so they just gave it to the poor. And then people absolutely loved it. See, people even back in the day loved the imperfections of it all. I love that. Oh, jadeite. It doesn't glow, but it's a jadeite grease. You got to be careful because you don't want to scrub on this too much because you can get the paint to come off. But yes, it's a jadeite grease jar. Some no-handled ironstone stoneware haul, and this one's unmarked. Creamers. Still great sellers. The creamers are still great sellers. Chunky soap dish. A nice little Alfred Meekin square dish. That's a nice find. It's got a little bit of craziness and toastiness on it. Just starting. Little chunky, heavy creamer. And then I got this at a Marion's booth. The one that has all the yummy ironstone and English crockery. But yes, this little cold cream container. They're great for risers, and if I want to do water slides again. It's just so time consuming to do water slides. It was just the day. Yeah, it was just the day of green. A beautiful, beautiful bread box. Beautiful bread box. An old bowl. Somebody along the lines went through and painted it red for whatever reason. It's got like, it's hard because like there's little splatters of like the finish that they put on there. But if you do something to it, you might ruin the patina. So you just leave it alone, let it tell its story. It's got a couple cracks on it, but there again, it's character and charm. Wood, if you don't ever condition it, it'll dry out. But I like the character and charm, so maybe somebody else does. The cutest little picnic basket. Look at this little guy. I love it. Oh, can't you imagine putting Santa's florals in there? Oh my gosh. So cute. And really, I mean, there's not damage. I mean, there's a little bit of water damage and a little bit of the reed missing there. But I mean, and then your hardware bled into, but that's what makes it interesting, that it's not pristine. Got a little cast iron mouse. Got a couple project pieces. I actually got 2 of these. If you bought 2 in the person's booth, you got them at a discount. I asked Chris if he can cut this down. Cut it down. Take it off. We'll figure it out. It's neat, but it's also odd. It's neat and odd at the same time. But it's a cubby, and then it's unfinished wood. And then for me, I'm like, oh, I can paint that. People are still loving on their cubbies. If you saw our social media, Chris got his birthday gift was this. And it does light up, so he was super happy. He collects Budweiser. He did find, it's not always all about me. He did find a couple pieces. So we got a tin, and then I didn't know he'd do the football thing, but he likes that bow tie, they call it. The bow tie. He does the Clydesdales part of his collection, and then the bow tie. So that's what he wanted. We just needed to move down a little bit. A firkin. Somebody wrote on it. Kid probably wrote on it. There's no lid. So we could do project piece. I can take a magic eraser, see if that comes off. I probably, because there's not damage to it, I probably wouldn't paint it. I probably would like more, I think it should have more florals in it than be painted. Just see if we can get, it's not, I mean, somebody glued. Oh, maybe it comes off. I don't know why, but that's what they did. They put a piece of something in there for a reason. I just pulled it out. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so we'll take a magic eraser, see if we can get that crayon off there. Oh, look at the yummy salt glaze. Ever since I did that butter crock. It's got a little chippage out of here, but it's not cracked. And I know there's a whole world. Like, to me, this is a shippable shot size. I get a little nervous. Anything too much bigger. Couple little Scotch tape tins. A little baggie of clay marble. You just never know. Some people don't know that these are antique, that these are extremely old. So always look in their marble bins, because you never know if you're going to find something reasonable, because they usually go for $1 to $2 a piece, and that's not what I paid for that bag. Then I found a red bird of happiness. Look at, it's got the amber. So I don't know, does it glow? Oh yeah, yep, he glows. I thought it looked like it had cadmium. I thought that it looked like when I held him up. I didn't know that it was that at first when I picked him up out of the booth, but now that I'm holding him up to you, I'm like, that totally is a glowy. He's glowy. A beautiful spice. This is a newer piece, but it sits. If you're super talented, you can put words on it or leave it as is. You know, that arch is not always the funnest to try to match up, and there's not a lot of space to put the wording. I was so happy when people were doing Christmas in July. So I got 3 Santas, though. The gold Santa, he is definitely worse for wear. And I need to figure out what I can do to replace his beard. He must have stood on something. But he's gold. So usually the odd ones are good. So I don't know. I like a good challenge to try to figure out how to fix something. A little candy container one that his skis are not broken. A lot of times they are broken. So I got him, and then a little child's red-handled masher. And some of these booths were on sale, like 20% off, 30% off. This one was 50% off. I remember this because this was $7, 50% off. And I do red bulbs. that like, oh, that's the common Christmas color. Couple aged molds, this beautiful metal. You can go this way, fill them up with yummies. You can, there's a pair of them. You can just set them like that. I usually never pass up paper mache boots because they are very hard to come by. Santa's boots, and they were selling them as a pair. Like, oh wow, awesome! Couple little green leather 1920 books. That's another one of the project pieces. And then, like, even the lady said, she goes, I can't believe this is still here. And she said it's because they have the Saver, so people probably think this is new. Savers is a thrift store somewhere, and I don't even know where. But this is new in packaging thermos. I said I'd try to take a heat gun to take this off. This is not what I paid for it, but yeah, she said it had been there a while, and I'm like, yeah, probably because it has the thrift store. I mean, like, people see the Goodwill tags sometimes, and I'm like, I'm human. I make mistakes. We all do, get going, need stock for your booth, and forget whatever. But I'm like, yeah, it was Savers 8/26 of 10, 2010. So how many years ago was that? So let me do math. It's 26, so 16 years ago. That this tag's been on there for 16 years. It may not come off. But yeah. I mean, if you're a thermos collector, that's red. That's a good one. That's a very good one. I didn't mean to buy a cloche, but I bought the cloche because I wanted the board that was with it. There was a beautiful breadboard that was with it. I told you it was a beautiful breadboard. Yes, it was. Hello, aged piece of wood. And though, I mean, so they had it sitting like to the side. And then not only did you get the breadboard, but you got the fake bread. That looks like it's been chewed on a little bit, but that's funny. I've never resold fake bread, but little pie bird, the little crow pie bird. I've resold the green version, and then this is the red version of these. No toastiness that I see. That is so super cute. Oh, is that not cute? It's so cute. I mean, there's so many things you can do with this, styling it, and it's little. That's the thing I liked about it, is it's little. Usually you get the 6 and 8 carrier, not the little 2 carrier. A couple aged hand brooms that you can hang. They have the little hanger on them for those who collect those. Yes, I will pick up used cutting boards. Look at this thick guy, because they make great risers, and you can use it for a cutting board if you want, but make great risers. And I actually like to paint and put the wording on the side. I love big chunky ones like that. I don't usually do too much to the top. Just leave that as is, because then you can use it and then paint the side up. A beautiful reversed painted little night light. I will probably repaint these. Some old shaker box, but they're the wooden bent wood ones, not old. So somebody else had painted them. I painted a set myself that sold right away. So I'll probably just, we like to make things our own. If I'm a reseller and I'm buying your pieces that are painted, I'm not going to put it into my booth or sell it on my whatnot with people thinking it's my work. So I will spend usually, I'm not going to put my stamp on it unless I've repainted it. I thought this was a good snag. Plate rack. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice neutral piece, and you can hang it. I love that. And then here's my birthday present if you didn't already see it. It's a breadboard. It had been in Tecumseh for a while, and I'd watched it, and then the booth was 25% off with cash or check, y'all. Yeah. So I'm like, and it was sitting like this in there where you couldn't see the word bread, and that's how I decided to narrow my collection down, because they're not cheap. And I'm like, can you get that out? Can I see? And then it said bread, and I knew I was sold. So I'm going to start weeding my collection, changing them out for just the ones that say bread. That way we can share my shopping habit. But it was a good haul, yeah. You left an auction that you were unsure of what you were going to get in a box, to where you actually saw the item. And I mean, yeah, I know what we spend at auctions, and that, yeah, we probably spent at an antique mall the same price we would have spent at an auction. So that worked out perfectly. So thanks for hanging with me. I'm sorry I didn't get much footage. Sometimes it's just about seeing the yummies that are out there, y'all. There's so many yummies out there. So we'll see you next time, and you can see where Chris and I have been. Bye.